the Utah section of the PGA and the Utah Golf Association, in conjunction with the Rocky Mountain Golf Productions, are honored to present the 2012 Distinguished Service Award to Terry Malin. In his illustrious career, Terry has been a player, a teacher, a husband, father, family man, a head professional, a PGA tournament official, a missionary for his church, and a war hero. His legacy can be summed up quite simply. His is a life well lived, and this is his story. Terry Malin was born on May 16, 1923 in Weber County, Utah, the son of Parley Quince and Susan Terry Malin. Terry was part of a large extended family including sisters Bernice, Donna, Louise, Laura Lee, and brothers Lawrence Peace and Don Terry. In 1930, when Terry was just 7 years old in what would become a life-changing event, Terry's older sister Bernice would marry George Henry Snyder. He was part of the Snyder family that would dominate Utah and national golf for years to come. And in another ironic twist that would influence his life, Terry lived next door to Ernie Snyder Sr., who was the head professional at the Ogden Golf and Country Club. It's no wonder that Terry would follow in their footsteps and become a professional golfer himself. Oh, and Terry also liked cars. His first car was a 1928 Essex sedan that he paid $15 for in high school. In 1941, at the outbreak of World War II, Terry joined the Army Air Corps, went through Officer Candidate School, and was commissioned a second lieutenant. Terry served overseas with the 15th Air Force and after the war with the Army of Occupation. He received 7 battle stars and 2 presidential citations for his wartime service. After the war, Terry went to California with his brother-in-law George to play in a golf tournament. And in another ironic twist, he met Ed Dudley, who was president of the PGA of America and also the head pro at the Augusta Country Club. Because of that chance meeting in 1946, Terry got a job at one of the most prestigious golf courses in the world that hosted the Masters every year. And he got to live in the clubhouse. That's not a bad first job, Terry. Terry's luck continued when in 1947, on a trip to Utah visiting George and Bernice, he met Jane Broadbent on a blind date. After a whirlwind relationship, they were married in the Salt Lake Temple on August 28, 1948 by Marion G. Romney. George Snyder was the best man. During this time, the PGA Tour was growing fast. George Snyder was the tournament chairman for the PGA and needed a tournament supervisor. Terry was available and was hired as the supervisor, and Jane, his new wife, as the field secretary who handled press relations. This started a busy time for Terry and Jane as they traveled the country administering the PGA Professional Tour, running the tournaments, meeting celebrities, hobnobbing with the rich and famous. Here, Terry and Jane are with Ben Hogan, Ed Fergal, Chick Herbert, and Tony Penna. Here, Terry is with Johnny Weissmiller of Tarzan fame. Jane and Terry became road weary and in 1950 gave up the life on the road and accepted a job as head golf professional at the Cape Fear Country Club in Wilmington, North Carolina. After 9 years in Wilmington and wanting to return to Utah, Terry accepted the head professional position at the Willow Creek Country Club in Sandy, Utah. There, he settled in as a player, winning numerous tournaments, including the Brigham City Open, the Eastern Open, the Utah Section Championship, and the Provo Open. He also got involved with the PGA and served as an officer of the Rocky Mountain Section. He organized tournaments locally, including the World Indian Open here with Johnny Miller. And from 1963 to 1966, he served as the vice president of the PGA of America. and was honored as the Golf Professional of the Year in the Rocky Mountain section of the PGA. Terry retired from Willow Creek in 1981 and went to work at Snyder's Pebblebrook with his cousin George Snyder Jr. and nephew Steve and Gary Snyder. In 1993, he served a mission for his church with his wife Jane. Terry has continued his love affair with golf and shares that passion of the game by directing the junior golf program at Pebblebrook. He stays involved with his family and grandchildren. He drives his boat and catches a few fish. He learned to fly, and he stays active in his church and community. For all of these reasons, which include his passion, love, and service to the game of golf, Terry Maland is the 2012 recipient of the Utah Section and the Utah Golf Association Distinguished Service Award. Well done, Terry, and many, many more years of doing the things you love.